Hello, everyone. Oh my gosh, my throat did a weird thing right now when I opened my mouth about to speak. Oh my gosh, it's probably because I had a drink of water before. Just finished recording the Oracle of Echoes walkthrough. But anyways, here we are with another walkthrough here of a tarot deck that I have actually been wanting for a strange reason. Because when I first seen it, I had like zero interest in it. But when this edition came out, I was like, yes, that needs to be in my collection as soon as possible. And I might have been like, maybe me like in this transformational like desire of decks essentially. I don't know, but this used to come out in a different edition, and I'll try to explain the differences as best as I can. But let's just get into this. Here we have the Tarot of the Crone by Ellen Lorenzi Prince. I highly recommend you go check out their shop. They do have a few other decks out there. Two of them, the Dark Goddess Tarot and the Minoan Tarot. So yeah, here is the sides, the Tarot of the Crone. Right here it shows a few images of the cards. Sorry for the glare. Ooh, look at that. And here's the ISBN. And here's the back. It says, inspired by the ancient Holy One, she is grandmother, witch, and hag. She has been ignored or trivialized because she holds powers that others fear or deny. Powers of time and transformation, of death and shadow, of wisdom and pain, of magic and wonder. She is such an amazing writer. I think she's the author. She's the writer, Ellen Lorenzi Prince, I believe. I could be wrong. Uh, but yeah, but my gosh, it's such a great deck out of what I've been seeing and when I've been using it. So yeah, it comes with a really, really nice guidebook, and it comes with poetry on each of the cards, and with with the well written paragraph on each of the cards as well. Let me check. Yeah, it's kind of the same. The smaller poems, smaller blurbs on each of the minors, but you still get a good amount. So yeah, she goes into, I want to say she goes into the numbers. No, she goes into the suits and even the colors that she uses here, which actually, if you just were to read this with the color associations that she gives to these cards, it's an amazing read. It, honestly, like I did one reading, just one, and I was like, yes. So yeah, a really good guidebook. There is a full guidebook, I want to say, a larger guidebook that I do want to get. But right now I gotta wait for it. I want to familiarize myself with the cards more. So yeah. Anyways, let's move forward. The Fool. Here we go. Very simple art here, and a very simple back as well. I love the black borders and the black back. So obviously I edged it in black. One little thing here is this. It wants to kind of separate between the cards. For some reason, they never really stand together. So with shuffling, I think that will go away, and I think over time that'll just blend in with each other. So yeah, when it's shuffled in, it doesn't appear. But anyways, let me bring this forward. Come on, focus. There we go. The Fool, the Magician. I love this magician. This is my favorite magician. The High Priestess, or no, the Priestess, actually. So there are card changes throughout this deck in terms of title. So, but except like, which is strange because it's such a feminine deck. They kept the Emperor as the Emperor, and it's a very dictatorship like for the Emperor. So yeah, Tradition from the Hierophant. The Crossroads for the Lovers, that really focusing on that option, on the essence of choice within this meaning here. 7, the Chariot. Justice is 8, which is the spider. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I will say when it's like this, it does kind of look like a snowman, but I'm just gonna leave that there. The Hermit, this little viejita, this little old lady, she's here, ready to go somewhere, ready to bring groceries home. The Wheel, or she's sending groceries somewhere. Who knows? It's her job. Who knows? Strength, this woman and the snake becoming one. Oh my gosh. Sacrifice for the Hanged Man, very watery. Ooh, Death. Oh my gosh, this temperance. So it's a very interesting topic, is that because I never really work with those sacred feminine focus decks, because I usually like my decks to be very balanced. But for some reason, this one just called to me, and it said that it wanted to be used by me. It just wanted to be in my collection for some reason. And only when this edition came out, because I've seen it with the white borders and it had like a spider web back rather than just a plain black back. And I saw that edition and I'm like, some of the cards were nice, some of the other cards were meh. But with this, it looks so good. Oh my gosh. My gosh, look at that. The finger. Two of Wands, this doorway. There's a lot of I will say there are what I call a lot of feminine symbols. Very feminine symbols. How is the best way to describe it? Oh my gosh. There's a term for it, but I can't remember what it is. Like a symbolic term that always pops up when I read my signs and symbols source book. But yeah, there's a lot of what's the best way to? No, let's just say it straight up. There's a lot of vaginas in here. a lot of female genitalia hidden within the cards. Obviously, right here you can see them here. But there's a lot of cloaked figures too, which I love. Honestly, I love these robed cloaked figures. This card has been popping up when I shuffle it, and when I shuffle, sometimes I shuffle like this, and I like to see the card images flash by, and this one always seems to pop up for some reason. So yeah, the 9 of Wands, the 10 of Wands. There's a figure in that tree. And so the chords are changed. So the pages are now beast. The knights are witches. So here we have the Witch of Wands. The queens are the grandmothers. So I like that. It kind of makes me want to put more emphasis on the grand of the mother, like grandmother, And the shadow is the kings. Oh my gosh, look, you can see the face right there if you can't see it reversed. So yeah, here we have the Ace of Cups. Come on, focus. Look at her, she's so happy. The 2 of Cups. Again, that feminine symbolism there. The 3 of Cups. The 4 of Cups. And I just remembered right now that nobody here, she is a really good YouTube friend of mine. She also has a walkthrough of this on her channel, and she's talking about how this deck came into her life, and she really goes into a much deeper personal kind of chat about this deck and its relationship with her and why she uses it essentially. And I highly recommend that you go check out that video on her channel. So yeah, 9 of Cups, the 10 of Cups. Look at that. Oh my gosh. And I love the Beast of Cups here. And the Beast of Discs is also one of my favorites. The Witch of Cups, a siren of the sea. Grandmother. And the Shadow. The Ace of Swords. I like how yellow it is. Very bright, but it's very striking. 2 of Swords. The 3 of Swords. It's not so graphic like in the Rider-Waite-Smith with the 3 swords stabbing into a heart. The 4 of Swords, it looks like a windmill, but I don't know. Again, I do recommend reading the guidebook for some of these. They are very minimalist and so a little bit tricky to read. But again, if you just read the colors and how they integrate within the card, I feel like it's a really good read. 6 of Swords. Almost kind of Thoth-like, but again, I'm just obsessed with Thoth and the imagery of the Thoth cards, so yeah. The 7 of Swords. The 8. 9. Discomfort, but he's meditating uncomfortably. Or she. I don't know. You see, with these robes, you can't tell. The 10 of Swords. Here we have the Beast of Swords, the Raven. Oh my gosh. Here we have the Witch of Swords, a ninja. That's all I see here. The Grandmother of Swords. Look at this guy, he's all giving her a hug. The Shadow of Swords, very direct, very powerful here. The Ace of Discs, very physical. Oh my gosh. The Two of Discs. Look at that. The Three of Discs. This is actually, for being like a Crone-centric deck, it's actually very, very modern and feminist, I would say. So yeah, the Five of Discs. The Six. For some reason, that's just the feeling that I get from this deck. It looks like the Four of Discs, but it's the 8. 9 of Discs here. The 10. Look at this old lady here. Oh my gosh. The Beast of Discs. The Witch. Look at her. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I love all of them. I love her. She's so welcoming. She's like, hello, have you eaten? Did you eat? You know? You know? Oh gosh, and the Shadow, look at that. This is another one that's been like, you know, like, I don't know, like, it doesn't pop up, but like when I see it, whenever I do it, just, oh my gosh, I don't know how to explain it. So this isn't a deck that you like approach easily just because you feel like it, you know? You know what I mean? It's not a deck that you approach with carelessness, you know. Oh my gosh. So yeah, the card stock is really, really good. The size is actually a pretty good size. Really thick though. Reminds me of like the Bonefire Tarot in terms of dimension size. I can't remember what size it was close to, but I can't remember. I want to say it's a little bit smaller than the Tabula Mundi. I want to say, I could be wrong. But yeah, oh my gosh. Let me just draw a card so I can like describe like the colors and everything on it and like how she writes in the book, because it's so good, the guidebook. So here we have the 9 of Cups. Okay, so come on, let me just open the box. I will say the box was really hard to open when I first got it, but with use it will become easier to open. So yeah. So let's see, 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups, Wands, and Cups. Here we go. 7, 8, 9. Okay, so then there's a poem at the very beginning. So this card is given healing. I am the many and one. I am whole who has been broken. I am the power of redemption. I am the renewal of creation. And that's it for the poem. Very short poems for these. Yeah, 2 unusual beings with ribbons of red life spiraling through the serene lavender of their skin-like cloaks, touch and twist and merge in the creation of something wonderful, whole, and new. The Knight of Cups represents healing of the heart and soul. When what has been separated comes together again, when feeling flows free and true, when you are aligned with your greatest good, when you become more than you believed you could. The authenticity of yourself is not subsumed, by bonds with others, but is enhanced through acting with integrity and love. So yeah, like, so good. And I wonder what she adds on, because those are just like little excerpts, I believe, from the full guidebook. So yeah. So let's see. So here we have some little black spots here. So that would be the source, the absolute, night, all and nothing, the well and the void. We have lavender or purple here, which is the life force as magic, the path of the soul through time, deep power. And then again, she said red. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So red here is what's really prominent here. The life force as lust, passion, blood, and strength. Oh my gosh. So just like using those colors by themselves is honestly gives a really good reading, you know. So yeah. Oh, such a good deck. Oh, I highly recommend it. It's a little bit pricey, but I think it's worth it. You know, it's a really good deck to save up for. So yeah. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, go check out their shop. Ellen Lorenzi prints the Tarot of the Crown. And so, yeah, comment down below what you think of this deck. So, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.